amazing human being. She's spoken at almost every show we've had. She's the only transgender person in the state of North Carolina that's got an audience with Pat McCrory to talk to him about what he's done to the state. So listen, if you have kids here, if you have kids, young children, this is important to hear. So give a big round of applause to Candis Cox.
Thank you. What's going on, Cats? Cradle, how are you guys doing? I love it. I love it. Thank you guys so much. And thank you so much, Mike, for that fabulous introduction. This is so bittersweet for me. So I first got asked to do the very first show. I sit on the board of directors for Equality NC. So first, on behalf of Equality NC, thank you guys for your support for our great organization. Thank you. Tuesday. Can you guys believe it's here?
Finally!
Right? I swear to God, if there's one more SNL skit with hotmess.com. But November 8th, we're going to elect Hillary Clinton as the first woman to be president. And on November 8th, we're going to show that discrimination against any member of North Carolina is unaccepted, and we're going to make Pat McCrory unemployed. Because here's what I'm scared of. I'm scared that on November 9th, we're going to wake up and we're going to pat ourselves on the back for a job well done. And we're going to think that LGBTQ people in North Carolina, there you go. We'll go back to before. We're not going to go back to before, because before we had a 40% suicide rate in the trans community. We had 60% of trans women of color living below the poverty line and being victims of abuse. HB2 made that worse. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to keep this momentum going. We're going to have the Stand With Us. That's what we're going to be called. We're going to say, great, we repealed HB2. We've got all these amazing people in Washington and in Raleigh and the governor's mansion. Now let's talk about what kind of legislation are we going to pass so that LGBTQ people who are 9 years old right now in Goldsboro, for that little gay boy who's 13 and he's in Winston-Salem and he's about to be a freshman at R.J. Reynolds High School, my alma mater, and he's scared to come out of the closet because he heard about another kid who got his face kicked in and is in Forsyth Hospital right now. We're gonna let that little girl know that it's okay for her to be a lesbian. We're gonna let them know that being a gender nonconformist isn't weird and strange and inexplicable. It just means we have an ignorant society that we're gonna educate. And we're gonna tell them all, we stand with you. But the answer is not November 8th. The answer is November 9th and 10th and 11th. They didn't define us on March 23rd when they passed HB2. All they did was they incited us to say, this is not who we are. The way we fight you is we stand in front of you and we say we're here, we're queer, we're allies, we're gender nonconformists, we're fags, we're dykes, we're the N-word, we're all those things. We're Muslims, we're immigrants, we have questionable immigration status, but we are all North Carolinians and we are all Americans and we all have an equal voice that will be heard, and you will respect us. You don't have to like us or agree, but you are not going to disrespect us. And that's what